What I told her when she called the hospital later changed everything about that Cabo trip. I'm the ICU nurse who took that call. I've worked here 15 years, but this case still haunts me. His appendix surgery went completely wrong. Internal bleeding kept him unconscious for 18 terrifying hours. His 4-year-old son was staying with an elderly neighbor who barely spoke English, but had the biggest heart I've ever seen. Day 3 of his recovery, his mother finally called our unit. Her voice was ice cold and demanding. "I need to speak to someone about my son. He's always being dramatic about simple medical procedures." I pulled up his chart and stared at the numbers. 3 emergency blood transfusions, breathing tube for 2 days. We almost lost him Tuesday night when his blood pressure crashed. "Ma'am, your son has been fighting for his life in intensive care." This wasn't simple at all. Complete dead silence on the phone. Then her voice cracked slightly. "What do you mean? We're in Cabo right now. He told us it was just routine appendix removal." My blood started boiling as I realized the situation. "Ma'am, he nearly died Monday night during surgery. It's Thursday afternoon now. Where exactly did you think he was this whole time?" "Well, he's always been independent about these things. We just assumed he was handling everything fine on his own." That's when I completely snapped and lost my professional filter. "Your 4-year-old grandson has been visiting every single day. A 74-year-old stranger is raising your child while you post beach selfies on Instagram." Her voice immediately cracked with panic. "Wait, he's staying where exactly?" I told her absolutely everything that had been happening. How the neighbor brought homemade soup every morning and evening. How the little boy sat patiently in our waiting room teaching other scared kids how to fold paper cranes. How he read picture books out loud to his unconscious father without crying even once. He asks every single nurse and doctor if daddy will wake up today. Meanwhile, your Instagram stories show margaritas and beautiful sunset photos from your vacation. We honestly didn't know it was this serious. He downplayed everything. That's when I made a decision to completely destroy them emotionally. I'm going to tell you exactly what your grandson has endured while you've been vacationing, and then you can decide what kind of family you actually want to be. I described the boy's heartbreaking daily routine in detail, whispering quietly to his dad about new Chinese words the neighbor was teaching him, carefully arranging get-well cards from complete strangers around his father's bed, thanking every doctor and nurse by name because the neighbor taught him proper manners. Yesterday, he asked me very seriously if daddy would die like his goldfish did last month. He's 4 years old, processing potential death and loss while you sip tropical cocktails. She started sobbing uncontrollably over the phone. "Oh my God, what should we do right now?" I gave her the brutal, honest truth she needed to hear. "Don't come back for him. He's medically stable now. Come back for your grandson. That little child has shown more character and maturity than every adult in his life combined." They cut their expensive $3,000 vacation short by 4 full days. Arrived at the hospital with duty-free shopping bags and faces full of guilt. But the boy's reaction shocked absolutely everyone in the room. He didn't run excitedly to his grandmother like we expected. He stayed completely glued to the neighbor's side, holding her wrinkled hand tightly. When his aunt reached down for a hug, he stepped back politely but firmly. "She taught me I should always be nice to people, but I get to choose who I trust with my heart." His grandmother looked absolutely destroyed by those words. The boy continued speaking in his serious little voice that broke everyone's heart. "Daddy was really sick, and you said your vacation was more important than helping us. She helped us every day. She never said her flowers or cooking were more important than taking care of daddy." The family spent the next hour trying to make excuses. They claimed they didn't understand how serious it was. They insisted he had downplayed everything, but the emotional damage was done. 6 months later, they still send me updates. The boy calls the neighbor his real grandma now and speaks basic Chinese. The family relationship is broken forever, but he learned something incredible at 4 years old. Some people show up when life gets scary. Others make excuses and post photos. He knows exactly who was there when it mattered most, and he'll never forget who chose vacation over family.